Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm.
We're working on the bee.
As he said, the main objective of the day is to work on the bee and get the fan hub replaced. Gonna do that. But first, I want to see what this thing does. A couple of you guys have mentioned that the condenser could cause it to need to run with the choke on. I don't comprehend, but anyway, I'm going to start it up and we'll see how it does this morning. Hopefully it just runs. That'd be really nice. Why are you messing with my throttles again?
I haven't.
Oh, I might have done it that way.
You did.
I might have done it that way. Idle's good. No choke. I'm not saying I don't believe you guys, but at the same time, I don't understand that concept. I've not experienced that one, but we didn't have to choke it to start it, and it's sitting here running. Not warm enough yet to do the whole full throttle thing. That's another thing. They got to warm up. Yeah, it's an old thing.
That's what this farm is ran by. Old Farmall.
Okay, so we're back to having to choke it again. Anyway, I guess I'll pick up points and condenser for this one because I really don't know how long it's been since they were changed. If I put the last set in it, that's been over 20 years ago. And it might well be that. All right, so we gotta do the fan hub, which I thought was a 7/8 wrench, but apparently it's 13/16, so we need to get something. Need to get a different wrench, but anyway. Something I just noticed about this, which this is a 1940, and I don't know, but the air cleaner is different. It's smaller. This tube is smaller. The whole thing is smaller than, like, say, well, the hood's on that, so it's going to be harder to tell, but we can go over here and look at this C. And you can see the top pipe, much bigger diameter. If I can get through here. Barely, but I made it. Okay, cool. And then the air cleaner itself is bigger. I don't know if that was just an early thing, you know, like 1940. Or if that was a deal with the A and B until the C's came out. But either way, just an interesting point that I found here. Another thing I need to do is I need to take, which I can't do it today, but the manifold has seen its better days, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I had a good one and I gave it away, and then about 2 days later this one fell out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean this brass off here from where I tried to braze it in, and then I'll get welded in with a 7018 or something. But no welder today, so can't do that. Anyway, 13/16 wrench, that'd be good. Okay, so I decided to take the alternator off to give me a little bit more room to work in here. The governor is worn out, but I knew that already. And then I noticed also, which is something I just noticed today, is this block has been cracked and welded back up. It doesn't leak, so that's good enough. Pretty common on these old tractors, really. to find one with a cracked block, because they just, well, you know, they put water in them. And if you had a sudden cold snap, well, you forgot to drain it. There you go. Happened pretty regular. This F20's cracked also. We had a 560 here years ago that was cracked. This one, I'm not real sure what they did to it. They put something over it, but anyway. Fairly common on these things. Not anything really to be worried about as long as it doesn't leak. So it don't leak, so we leave it alone. Up next, yeah, we got to get that loose, which, yeah, bibs are handy things as long as you can remember what you did with your tools. So anyway, spin this out. I hope I don't have to take the radiator off, but I might, because the fan isn't staying. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I have a friend there, big old wolf spider. That's okay. All right, so problem. The bolt is too long to come out here. Okay, or well, the shaft, whatever you want to call it, too long to come out of there. So got two choices basically. You take the radiator off or you take this piece off. This is would be a thermostat housing, I guess, if we had a thermostat. We don't have a thermostat, so we've just got a radiator hose and then a connection to the cylinder head. Yeah, and this piece is not very friendly, apparently. Again, and as usual, I'll say they could have done this better, blah blah blah, but that's what they did, so we got to deal with it. So yeah,
it's on offset.
Yeah, it's an offset tractor. So 3 bolts, you can take this piece out, well, and the hose of course, but 3 bolts, you can take that piece out, and we should be able to get the fan hub out and go from there. But of course, now I got to drain the radiator partially, which could be easier said than done, but we'll see how it goes, because there is an actual drain right here. And it sticks out the bottom right there. Depending on how plugged up it is, we might be okay. So yeah, there's the drain plug. Cap, I should say. Nothing's coming out though. Pretty common. All the old crap that comes out of there settles in that drain, and then it won't drain. So then find a suitable punch tool and press up on it and see what you can get. Hopefully it clears pretty easily. Hopefully.
Keep a block on here.
Which it might be helpful to turn the wheels. Well, okay then. Got the screwdriver in it that far. And, oh, there it comes, finally. Good. Okay. Well, I'm going to drain off 2 liters and that, and see if I can find something else to catch it in, because I don't have any clean buckets. All right, so we drained, you know, a quart. Now, I don't know, probably roughly 2 to 2.5 gallons out of the thing, I guess. So that should put us down here, maybe, we hope. And then we can get on with taking this apart. You got to take these 2 bolts out of the grill, one there, one on the other side. This one obviously, and then there's one here and one here. So that, and then take the hose loose, and we should be ready to pull it off. All right, so we got it apart finally. Naturally, things are a little stuck, a little old, a little greasy, a little rusty, a little whatever. So difficulties arise, but we got it. So there's our fan hub, locked up tighter than anything. This should be original to 1940, I would think. Had let's see. My dad had the one lock up on our 1950 Model C. It's been years ago, and of course he just bought a new one and put on there. But anyway, I was hoping to get a new one from my former tractor parts guy, but well, he had a used one, so we got this. It's way better than the one that we have, but as I said before, this is supposed to be an oil bath bearing, and the seals are leaking, so we're going to try to put a grease fitting in it because that's what he recommended to me. We got to I got a tap, which is supposed to be what this is, but I don't think it is. And that's because it's not. This is a bit coarser than what this tap is, or at least it looks like it. It might be the same. It's quarter. This is a quarter, or well, let's say it came out of the quarter 28 grease fitting bin at the local hardware store, and there was a bunch more of them in there just like it. So we're probably going to go with that's what it is. But first, I have to tap this hole to make it fit. Hopefully, it'll be that easy. Well, I guess that's about all the tapping we're going to do today. Anyway, hopefully that's enough to get a grease fitting started. Well, it came out, so I guess we must not be too bad off. Now, will this grease fitting thread into the hole? That's another question. It might or it might not. Look at it go. Look at it go. We might have made it. Maybe. Maybe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Come back here. Silly thing. Quit trying to get away. But do I have anything to tighten it with? That won't work.
I'm gonna go bush hog.
Alright, you go bush hog.
Can I at least turn
Okay.
the gas on and finish putting on the radio?
There. We've got a grease fitting in it. Now all we need is grease, which means I got to go to the barn. Alright, so we got a grease gun, and it appears to have grease in it. So I'm going to give this a few pumps. Maybe it'll take. So far it doesn't want to take. Great. If it ain't one thing, it's 4 or 5 others. You know what? Anyway. Try this again, see if we clean this up and maybe catch where it's coming from. Is it coming out of the threads, or is it just the gun not sealing on it? The coupling on the gun not sealing on it, I should say. Good grease fittings are hard to find anymore. Okay, it took some that time, I guess. Kind of spin it around a little bit. Go back and see if it'll take a little bit more. We can only hope. And this is just a test. These things are only like 120 bucks to get the whole thing brand new from China. Or at least that was the last time I looked at them. They're probably more than that now, but anyway, sounding good. And it's not like I have to use this tractor. I just want to be able to use this tractor so it doesn't sit here and go to crap like so many do. So anyway, I don't know if there's actual bearings in this thing or not. All the ones I've ever been around, they just changed the whole piece. Came with a new fan and everything. So there might be bearings, there might be bushings. I really don't know. Yeah. We put some grease in there. I'm gonna try some more grease though, just because it sounds like a good idea. And it does have a little catch in it, but at least it turns, which is way better than the other one did. And we are, looks like, forcing some oil out the backside here, so we must be getting some type of lubrication in there, even if we have to give it a pump or two of grease every time we go to use the thing. At least we have the option to be able to use it now, right? So I'm gonna call that good for right now. Get it put back on. All right. Got it all put back together, filled back up. I don't know what happened to the alternator belt. I don't remember. I guess I'll have to look back at my videos, because I know a video today that this thing, yeah, the fan hub locked up on me. I was gonna go rake hay with it. Anyway, the fan hub locked up on the way to the field, so we didn't rake hay that day, obviously, or at least not with this. So, yeah, I guess I'll have to go back and maybe I'll link to that. And maybe then I'll find out what I did with the fan belt, or not the fan belt, but the alternator belt. Yeah, I think that pretty well sums that up. Time for a fire up, I guess. I'm just gonna leave the hood off of it for right this second. Make sure everything's okay. Might want to protect your ears, little boy. It's gonna be loud a little bit.
I'm gonna get off.
Okay then.
I'm just gonna get off the tractor.
I don't know why this one's so difficult.
I don't know why I was getting over here. I knocked it into neutral.
Well, it needs to be neutral anyway. It's okay.
Good.
There we go. Neutral. Bye. Oh, gas on. Come on, thing. There we go. Switch on. Let's see. A little bit of throttle, maybe. Choke. I don't know. Guess not. Okay then. That was different, but anyway. If it don't work the first time, try it again, right? Not warm enough. Hey, the fan's turning. Did something right. Very good. Anyway, I'll put the hood back on and pick up all my tools, and then we'll go for a little ride, I guess. Somebody wants to drive. You think I should let him drive?
Here's that sign for a little drive.
Very good. It don't run the smoothest, but it does all right for what it is. Honestly, acts like it's running a little rich, but hey. then again, maybe we will.
I do not like the sound of this.
See, that governor is kind of a problem with this one. I don't know. Yeah, I should really work on the governor. I think it's really worn out. But anyway, that's a project for another day. Basically, right now we're happy that it still runs, right?
Yay!
Okay then. But yeah, that governor is really worn out. It needs all new bushings at any rate, probably springs and maybe who knows what. So I'll have to look into that and see what I can do. Come on, ease it up, ease it up, ease it up. Ease it up. There we go. Okay then. Well, now we're in the hands of an 8-year-old. He's pretty good hands though. Yeah.
I drove an older tractor than this.
Yeah, you drove the F-20 a couple times, didn't you?
Yeah, 1938 and this is 1940.
Yep, that's right. 1938 F-20. He drove it in the annual 4th of July parade a couple of times. So, yeah, I think we're pretty well done with this thing for now. I'm gonna probably come back one day this week and weld that exhaust up because that's just not good in my opinion. Not really hurting anything, but it could, so fix that up. The governor, no more than I'm probably going to use this thing. I don't know. Hey, turn that way a little bit. Turn right a little bit. You're getting off the road there. So yeah, anyways, governor, I'm not going to use this thing that much, so I might look into it as a slack time, slack time fix for this tractor. It'll be down the list beyond like the power troll on the earth power troll. I'll go down the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, the touch control on the 48C and probably anything else that comes up, and that'll all come after the 300 gets done. So you know, on and on we go. On and on we go. Down the hill we go, huh? Okay then. Thanks for watching. We'll be back.